I want to tell you about a small, oddly satisfying corner of locksmithing that's been changing fast. Adding KeyDIY's new FGB08 5D remote to Volkswagen and Audi MQB platforms using the KD-X4. I was in the shop the other day, tinkering with one of these boards, and what started as a routine key job turned into a neat little lesson about firmware, wiring, and why the tiny printed circuit board inside a remote matters more than the plastic you click open. Hi, I'm Hussein, and this is Baabji Motors. Quick educational disclaimer up front. This video is for information and technician training only. Always follow manufacturer procedures, local laws, and shop safety. And treat anything you see here as an advanced how-to that assumes you know basic key programming and safe soldering practices. Stay tuned until the end. I'll share a troubleshooting tip about firmware and secured feature locks that usually trips people up. Here's a question for the comments. Which vehicle model have you struggled with when adding aftermarket 5D keys? And what tool did you end up using? I want to hear those stories. Let's break this down so you can follow it in the bay. KeyDIY has released the FGB08 printed circuit board as a 5D smart key solution for MQB platforms. It ships as a bare board with the program already on it, which means it can be made into a working dealer-style key without ultra-wideband functionality. That is, it lacks UWB, so don't expect it to emulate the very latest UWB full keyless behavior on some high-spec models. You will need to fit that board into a matching shell and fit, or cut the blade, just like any other blank. A few important compatibility and prep notes before you power anything up. First, update your KD-X4 firmware and the KD mobile app. The tool and app need recent releases to support MQB49 and 5D flows reliably. In practice, that means the KD-X4 firmware should be at least version 1.53 and your app at or above version 8.7.1. or whatever the current supported release is at the time you watch this. Also, some 2024 model year and newer vehicles may require a secured feature unlock before you can complete key learning. So be ready to handle SFD or the equivalent if your read and write step fails. Here's the workflow I follow at the bench, step by step, and I'll explain the why as we go. First, open the KD app, pair to the KD-X4 over Bluetooth, and navigate to the Immobilizer programming path for Volkswagen. Select by type. Then choose the 5C and 5D Immobilizer system and start execution. The app guides you through wiring diagrams and the exact path you need to follow. Next, you'll read the original key data. For MQB50- platforms that use 5D chips, you usually have to use the KD-X4 adapter board and make a few solder connections from the adapter to the target key blank's PCB so the programmer can talk directly to the transponder. That sounds scarier than it is. It's just 3 or 4 tiny wires to specific pads. But it does mean you need a steady hand, the right adapter, and a clean solder job. Once the original key is read, the software will present a unique service code. Write that down. With the service code in the app, choose to generate a dealer key. When prompted, make sure you select the correct key type. In this case, pick the KD FGB type and the correct frequency for your market. Common remote frequency for many VW remotes is 434 MHz, but always confirm the vehicle's actual frequency and regional norms before finalizing. Insert the FGB08 board into its shell and place it on the KD-X4 induction area when the tool tells you to. The device will write the transponder and remote data. The app should report a successful generation when it finishes. After you've generated and reassembled the key, move on to vehicle learning. The KD app will either let you use the KD-X4's built-in key learning function or direct you to follow the vehicle's onboard learning procedure. For MQB cars that accept 5D non-UWB keys, that often means placing the new key near the start button or induction area, following any on-screen prompts, and using the original key as required during synchronization. You'll notice that on these FGB boards, the last 2 buttons on the remote may be unresponsive at first. That's normal. Those buttons commonly activate only after the Immobilizer synchronization completes. A few practical shop tips from my bench. 1. Always confirm the firmware and app versions before you start. A job interrupted by an update is the most common wasted time scenario. 2. Have your soldering gear and adapter at hand. The MQB 5D flow expects you to connect to the PCB for the read and write steps. 3. Double check the frequency. Using the wrong frequency won't program the remote correctly even if the transponder is fine. 4. If the KD app fails on the learn step and you see security or SFD errors, consult the tool's unlock or SFD guidance. Some vehicles need that extra step for model years in and after 2024. Let me answer the question I asked at the start. Have you struggled with a 5D ad? The troubleshooting takeaway is this. When generation or learning step fails, it's almost always one of three things: outdated firmware or app, missing soldered wiring, or a bad connection to the key PCB, or a secured feature lock on the vehicle. Address those systematically, and you'll clear 70 to 80% of the failures I see. That's my perspective working out of the Baabji motor shop. I know that some technicians will disagree on whether to solder or to source used original blanks, and that's fine. Every shop builds its own workflow. I'd rather hear how you solved it. One small bonus tip I don't often see called out. After you program and learn the key, always test every button and the Immobilizer start function before you hand the car back. The last two buttons on the FGB08 board may only come alive after learning, so give the vehicle a full test drive sequence in the lot. Lock, unlock, start, and a couple of walkaway tests, to be sure nothing wakes up later and surprises the customer. If you want the short equipment checklist I used today, have the KD-X4, the KD-X4 adapter board, the FGB08 board, the original key, a clean soldering iron and fine wire, and the latest KD app. Look in the description for the exact tools and the links I used. Those may be affiliate links, and I'll disclose that I could earn a small commission if you buy through them, which helps keep the channel running and the content coming. Please remember that I always recommend buying from reputable dealers and following any local rules about key cloning and ownership verification. Alright, wrap-up time. The answer to the question I asked earlier is that the most common stumbling blocks are firmware, wiring, and secured feature locks. And if you check those first, you'll fix most failed attempts. My take: I like the FGB08 program board for MQB cars because it gives a practical, lower-cost way to produce a dealer-style key when UWB isn't required. But it isn't a one-size-fits-all replacement for every full keyless vehicle out there. Expect to do a little more soldering and prep than you would with the straight original blank. Drop your experience in the comments. Which model did you hit a snag on, and how did you get past it? I read every comment and learn from your tips too. One little fun practical fact before you go. On many MQB systems, the Immobilizer will accept a second programmed key even if the original key is damaged, as long as you can read the transponder data and generate the dealer key correctly. That means sometimes you can rescue a job without having to remove modules or replace expensive components. If this helped, support the channel. Let's try for 1,000 likes and 100 comments on this video. Subscribe if you're not already, and share the clip if a colleague needs to see it. Only a small percentage of viewers are subscribed, and subscribing literally helps the channel grow, so I can keep making in-depth shop content like this. Everything from testing to teardown takes time and resources. Thanks for sticking with me through the whole procedure. Keep practicing, keep asking questions, and I'll see you on the next one.